Glenn Losanto at the Small Cells World Summit, speaking to Manish Gupta from Symmetricom and Rupert Baines, who is at Mindspeed Technologies. Manish, I believe you gave us a very important announcement yesterday. Would you like to share that with us again?
Absolutely. Yesterday was a big milestone for the company. Symmetricom has been in timing and synchronization for a couple of decades now, serving the needs of wireless operators, cable operators, and wireline operators. Yesterday's announcement was taking our experience in synchronization to the small cell environment and ensuring that the small cells can deliver the services, capacity and coverage that's expected in the infrastructure for wideband CDMA or LTE. What's different about small cells compared to macro cells is the variety of backhaul types that are expected. It could be DSL, WiMAX, millimeter wave, microwave, fiber, and many other options, Wi-Fi. To deliver the synchronization required by 3GPP standards body, the packets that are traversing the network over any of these backhaul types have to be delivered at a precision such that the specs can be met. That is what our announcement was about. We announced a portfolio of soft clocks, 100% software solutions embedded into small cells that can take into account the changes and the variations of backhaul type, fix the challenges that exist in this backhaul type, and meet the specs. In order to deliver that in a seamless manner for the designers, we worked very closely with our ecosystem partners, whether it be the oscillator partner Raycon, system software partner Node Edge, and several key SoC providers, including Qualcomm, Broadcom, and a special partnership with Mindspeed. I have with me Rupert Baines to talk about that.
Hello, Rupert.
Good afternoon.
Tell us about your work.
Okay,
in this
so
project.
Mindspeed was one of the pioneers in the small cell industry and has a leading position in shipments for both 3G and 4G. One of the key things about small cells is the requirements for precision and timing that has to be at a cost-effective place to make these small cells affordable. So that needs a very careful degree of integration, capabilities built into our SoC, but also working with key partners like Symmetricom to make this possible. What we have today are solutions for 3G and 4G, both TDD and FDD. Very, very demanding requirements, but shipping in products today, integrating the Symmetricom software.
So, as any comedian knows, timing is everything. But let's try and put it into terms that the man on the street pecking away at his iPhone understands. How accurate? Rolex?
The traditional base station, the kind of thing that sits on top of a skyscraper, is atomic clock levels of accuracy.
Wow.
It's that demanding.
Wow.
For a small cell, it does get watered down a little bit, but it's still very, very tough. I would think that the residential femtocell is probably the most precise timing anyone will have in their home, or unless they work in a physics lab, the most precise timing they will ever encounter.
It's quite amazing to witness the complexity that goes on behind delivering data to a mobile device. I don't think the average person in the street, the average device user, has any idea of what goes on behind the scenes to deliver that Facebook update or that Google map. And Manish, you think it should stay that way?
Absolutely. It's our job to make sure behind the scenes we make it work so the end user doesn't have to think about how this all comes together. They should simply enjoy the services.
Yeah, because I guess if they are having to think about it, then that probably is a sign that there's some friction or frustration going on, and you guys are there to lubricate that. Keep on doing your work.
Thank you.
Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.